James Jordan Middle School is a very unique place.
James Jordan was my grandfather, and he was the warden of the Cook County Juvenile Detention Center for 40 years. And he believed that if the public schools did a better job, that you wouldn't need a juvenile detention center.
When kids come into middle school, they're often lacking that foundation. So we spend time building that foundation, and then that way when we get to the grade level standards, the kids are much more successful at it.
And we have incredible support programs, lunchtime tutoring, after-school tutoring, Saturday tutoring, constantly examining what works to get these kids skills to advance closer and closer to grade level. If the kids don't look good on traditional measures, then they aren't going to get the opportunities. They aren't going to get the four-year admission right off the bat. So that's why we focus so much on making sure that our kids can demonstrate academic skill on standardized tests.
We want to be able to determine what works well for our kids, what works well for our community, and how we measure that is through quantifiable data.
What teacher behaviors are directly linked to higher academic outcomes on standardized tests? I felt like there must be a way to study this and use research to do a better job. I wrote the entire charter petition focused on research findings.
We have to be very reflective in our approach and the time that we take to review the data, review the strategies, and ask meaningful questions about where were we at, where are we now, where are we going.
Everybody is aiming for honors. Everybody's aiming for honors.
I am very proud to work here. As we're applying these very specific strategies over the years and being very cautious and tactful and really researching what curriculum works in collaboration with those pedagogical strategies, any child is successful, regardless of where they come from.
I'd like to thank everyone who supported us. My parents, Mary Alice and David, the Landers Family Foundation, early leaders, Maggie Malone and Maria Alvarado, the JJMS Board of Trustees, especially Bridget Smith, and to our current administration, Mrs. Guerrero, Mrs. Lara, and Mr. Alboris, and thank you to everyone who works at JJMS.